Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in an air sign. Basically motivated by intellectual concepts and social ideals. Recharges energy through social involvement and intellectual stimulation. Sun in Gemini. Creative energy directed toward perception, acquiring facts, asking questions, and toward finding connections between ideas. Needs to express self verbally and to receive recognition for intellectual abilities. Radiates changeable, talkative, mental energy. Free connection of ideas and a wide variety of social contacts are necessary for full self-expression. Sustained effort in one area is difficult to maintain due to a wide variety of interests. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in water signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Moon in Cancer. Reacts with sensitivity, sometimes oversensitivity, and with protectiveness towards self and others. Feels secure when nurturing and being nurtured by others. Natural sense of timing and ability to tune in to intuitions and emotional subtleties. Extremely sensitive to moods and reactions of others, often at the mercy of one's own moods. Can be overprotective of emotions. Strong memory of past emotions is retained forever, still coloring attitudes toward present situations. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Cancer. Note that this is the ruling position of the moon, as Cancer rules the moon. Too sensitive. Must not react to the feelings of those around them. Subject to moods. Easygoing and sociable. The need to mother others very strong. Everything experienced held in feeling memory. Introverted on subjective levels. Conservative. Operates in a deliberate social way. Can be carried away by tides of emotions. Far too sensitive in response to environment. Can be psychic. In a male chart, would attract a feminine more mother than mate. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Air-water combinations. Air and water together produce mist, which is a seemingly insubstantial, rather ethereal mixture. In fact, this combination of mind and emotion can produce a wonderful sense of humor and an extremely creative imagination, making for an equal interest in both sciences and the humanities, in people and things, in fact and fiction. This individual is enormously sensitive and potentially insightful, but may need to exert terrific effort in handling the real world. It is potentially a romantic, poetic combination, powerfully expressive and often theatrical. The Welsh poet Dylan Thomas, with Sun in Scorpio and Moon in Aquarius, expressed this ironic blend of mind and heart in a note about his collected poems. These poems, with all their crudities, doubts, and confusions, are written for the love of man and in praise of God, and I'd be a damn fool if they weren't. When the sun is in air and the moon in water, the individual may be a thinking type who consciously reflects upon the mysteries of life. This person thinks they are a free spirit, but soon finds out how deeply attached they have become. The Scottish birth control campaigner Marie Stopes, Sun in Libra, Moon in Pisces, was typical of the combination in her idealism, which was concerned with the realm of human values and the mysterious world of feeling and emotion. She expressed this well when she said, "There is nothing in the world I so reverence as beauty, whether of the world or of character or in a soul." Shadow. The air-water type may sometimes get confused as to whether they are thinking or feeling something. An apparently detached viewpoint may in fact be tinged with personal bias. This individual may also experience a mind-emotion split, feeling both emotionally involved and even dependent, and yet detached from the object of their affections at another level. In general, there can be a tendency for a rich imagination to remain somewhat up in the air, and for procrastination and an impractical approach to limit the possibilities of successful self-expression. If water is the stronger element, there can be intense emotionality, receptivity, and self-dramatization, but with a lack of strategy about one's creative energies. If air is the stronger element, the individual initiates well-thought-out schemes, but they may lack that touch of originality which comes from the depths of an inspired heart. To find out which element is stronger, you need to know further details about the horoscope, such as whether there are several planets in water or air. Relationships. The air-water type is interested in relating and communicating, and makes a delightful and stimulating partner. But there may be a kind of divine discontent in this individual, a sort of unconscious yearning for something more, and a sense that the grass is greener somewhere else. Relationships can be problematic because there is a need for intimacy and security, as well as for variety and change. Women with the moon in a water sign may tend to gravitate towards men with a strong water component, for they will help bring out their sense of femininity, which could otherwise get suppressed and intellectualized. For similar reasons, men with the moon in an air sign may find themselves drawn to air-type women, with whom they will feel a spontaneous affinity. It may be possible for this combination to drift into new intimacies without realizing it is even happening, and they would expect to be able to remain friends with all past lovers. Male versus female. This combination is probably best handled by females who can stay in touch with their feelings and also reflect on them without too much distress. The female role requires diffuse awareness, the ability to be aware of many different things at once, and it also requires tremendous adaptability, which this combination provides. It is likely that males will tend to polarize towards the mental and intellectual dimension, defending themselves against the overt expression of feelings. This will especially be the case when the moon is the water element. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William Yu Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Gemini, Moon in Cancer. Success is practically guaranteed because of intuition, intelligence, and skillfulness. Franz Kafka, Jean-Paul Sartre, and Igor Stravinsky are a few examples of this combination. Liabilities are exceeded by positives, But as a very emotional person, you need to learn to deal with some difficult issues. The people around you, including your spouse, coworkers, and family, have an impact on your supersensitive and impressionable being, and you need to learn to reduce their impact on your feelings. Being prone to mental disturbance, including depression and mood swings, is one side of this combination, but a very high level of creativity is the other. An imaginative, very sensitive, and sympathetic aspect enhances the need for expression, novelty, and innovation. Removing stress, ill will, and discord from your environment is very important for personal growth. You become antisocial, glum, depressed, and withdrawn if you live in an emotionally charged environment. Your surroundings must be overcome to eliminate this issue. Do not totally blend into your surroundings like a chameleon would, but rather inform others of your desires. Sacrificing your own happiness for that of others is not necessary all the time. You occasionally get withdrawn because you are subject to mood swings. Long-term closing off of others is extremely bad for you, but like most people, some private time to think and introspect can be useful. A degree of social activity is important for your happiness. You will surely be popular, especially with the opposite sex, because of your good sense of humor, charm, and good nature. You have a negative self-image in spite of being so high-spirited and playful in your approach to life. Instead of thinking of your sensitivity as a disadvantage, view it as a strong point. This can help you climb mountains. Gemini Cancers are great at role-playing because of an ability to adapt to their environment. You can do great in the theater. When you choose friends or romantic partners, as well as business associates, use your intuition and discrimination in order to make sure you get some emotional support. There is no need to always accommodate people. Some people will just take advantage of your goodness if you always say yes. Be more assertive. A quick note from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Sun in Gemini, Moon in Cancer. Your greatest strengths. Receptive mind and sympathetic ear. Capacity for diffuse awareness, being aware of many things at once. Clever self-expression and gentle manner with others. Genuine interest in people and devotion to family life. A romantic imagination. Your greatest weaknesses. Oversensitivity to external stimuli, especially criticism. Tendency to spread yourself too thin and to question and doubt yourself too much. Defensive reactions and proneness to nervousness, especially in the absence of domestic tranquility. A fear of leaving the family domain and thus a tendency to remain attached to old emotional biases and myths. Images for integration. A brother and sister and other neighborhood friends play rounders in the garden until mother calls them in for Sunday lunch. A university student comes home for the theater.